The tree is assembled and it's all fluffed. After I assembled the tree, you saw that I went around and I just double checked myself. So that's all done. The tree that I chose is the 7-foot noble fir king. I think it's called, let me look at the box. It's the 7-foot king noble fir with warm lights. That part was important, hang on. But the noble fir part of it is a sparse looking tree, and I really wanted that this year. I had one years ago, and then I had several years that I wanted a more full look for a tree, and I still have that one. But this year, I just wanted to go with a sparse looking tree. And what I mean by sparse looking is that there are well-defined areas between the layer of branches, and I like that for a couple of reasons, just because I like how it looks. It's just very natural looking. But also when you hang an ornament, the ornament has a place to hang. So I like it for that reason. I chose warm lights because I love incandescent lighting. If you've watched any of my home tours, you know that I have lots of little lamps and lots of Edison bulbs in our home. That's the look that I love. So the warm lights on this, we're gonna turn the lights on this tree here in a minute. The warm lights on this are just so good. The tree was easy to assemble. I basically set the stand up. I put the first section in, did a little bit of fluffing, the next section, and then the last section, and I kind of did some fluffing as I went, and then I did all the fluffing at the end. I've plugged the tree in, and let me show you some of the great features about this tree. I better move you around to the back side of this tree. Hang on. All right, so we're on the other side of the tree, and I think you can really see the definition between the layers of branches with the lighting coming from the background. You can really see the definition. I love that. One of the things that I love about this tree, other than the fact that it's so natural looking, I'm gonna bring you in for a close-up here in just a little bit, but one of the things that I love is that it is a single cord. Everything is already lit. All this is already connected. I don't have to connect this one to that one and on the string lights and all the headache that can be. This is just all done for me. And then there is just one cord that I have to deal with at the end of this, and it has a little foot pedal. I'm gonna bring you a little closer so that you can see the foot pedal. Now don't mind my flip-flops, I know. It is early November here in Delaware, and the fall leaves are still falling off. And today I think it's 80 degrees outside, which is crazy. So I'm in flip-flops today, but let's take a look at this great feature of this tree. So here's the feature on this tree that I love. There's a button on the bottom here on this cord that all I have to do is step on it and the tree's going to light up. Oh, look at that. Oh, that's so easy to turn my lights on and off or change the setting. There are lots of settings. We'll go over that in a minute. But I can do that just by pushing it with my foot. That's super convenient. Now, maybe you're wondering how in the world I'm going to have a tree in the middle of our big open space floor plan. When we built our house over 20 years ago, we decided to have 2 floor jacks put in our living space area. I have one under our sofa for the 2 lamps on either side of our sofa. And then I have one over here. Now I'm going to have to move my rug because right now it's covering it up a little bit. And the cord on this tree sits up a little bit high. So I'm going to have to make some changes on the rug. That's okay. I'll just scooch the rug away to expose the floor jack so that the height of this can sit on there very nicely. I just plug it in, and then I will be able to use my piece of furniture to kind of disguise that whole area. Typically, I don't have that problem because the lamp that is on this washstand has a flat plug and it goes right underneath, and it's not any problem at all. I'll just have to move the rug around. No big deal. I'll get that done. But the convenience of having this foot pedal is just, oh golly, instead of getting down on my knees or bending over to turn this tree on, boy, that's easy. Oh, hey, you're back. I missed a branch, so I figured I better get that real quick while I'm right here. Bending the branches is super easy. It's just a matter of loosening them up, and then the very tip I'm just turning that tip upwards a little bit, and that helps to give it a really natural look. Like out in the forest, these trees would grow straight out, but the tips would angle upwards a little bit towards the sunshine, of course. And I want this tree to look super natural. So there we go. We're just, yeah, that looks so good. And I'm trying not to do a pattern when I do the fluffing. I'm trying to be kind of random here and there with the branches that go up. And oh, well, there's another one that I missed. How in the world did I miss that too? Let me finish this up real quick. I'll bring you in closer to show you exactly how the branches look, and who knows, maybe I've missed more branches. So you help me to look and let me know down in the comments if I missed a branch. Okay. This is a little addictive. You know, you just think, oh no, I could just do a little bit more on that. That's so nice. Now, while I was fluffing this, I did notice that the tips on the branches, on the outer tips, they're not as stiff or as prickly as the ones on the inside. So, King of Christmas has taken care of that for us. And they gave us these gloves. Isn't this so cool? You get this with the box. So they are a soft fabric on the end. You slip your hand, and then this is a nylon, kind of think of like a windbreaker. That's what that is. So you can put your hand in there, goes all the way past your elbow. So when you are reaching into those branches, you're not going to have your arm all tore up. And Lord knows I've done that many times with our other artificial trees. This is great. Let me show you another thing that they included. And don't worry, we're going to get to the lights here in a minute. The other thing that they included is this really nice carrying bag. Now, I'm not going to open it up completely. It's big enough to hold all of these pieces, and then there are carrying handles. It has a nice zipper on it. So, I mean, this is just right here. This is such a value. Look how big this bag is, by the way. See that? Nice and big. Carrying handles. There's a zipper in here. Just a nice way to store the Christmas tree without it getting all dusty. If you put yours in the attic, or maybe you put it in your basement, wherever you put it. Wherever you put it, what you could do when you store it away is to throw in some scented cotton balls, like put essential oils of whatever your favorite scent is, maybe a cinnamon kind of a scent, and you could throw those in there. Not even cotton balls, I'm sorry. Don't use a cotton ball. That would get tangled up on the branches. Instead, take a scrap of fabric and soak it really good with like a cinnamon essential oil, throw it in the bag, and then next year it'll just be a really nice smelling Christmas tree, if you want. The other great feature that they include is this little remote. Look at this. We love remotes, don't we? So let's just turn this on. Now, this tree has lots of cycles that you can have for your lights, like different blinking options and all that. So let's just get this started. I know it's not night, and maybe you will be able to see them better at night, and I might stick a little bit of footage of that. But for now, let's just get this started. Now, one thing, when you're using the remote, like I just did, you don't point it to the tree because the receiver is actually in the plug. So my plug is all the way over there. You do have to point it towards the plug. My husband figured that out. So you point it towards the plug, and you can see these beautiful warm lights. I really do love the look of a warm light. It's just a cozy feeling. It's a reminder of my childhood, because we always had small white lights, and I always liked that. So if I click it again, and again I'm pointing it to the plug, there are all these buttons. There are how many? 8 buttons on here, and you can go all through the cycle. There's the 1, here's 2. Just soft and easy twinkling lights. Here's 3. A little bit faster, maybe for a holiday party. You speed it up a little bit just for fun. Can't you imagine some Christmas music playing in the background? Here's number 4. Now these fade and get brighter and fade and get brighter, and some go off and some go on. That's pretty. Here's number 5. Ooh, really blinking fast. Kids would love this one, wouldn't they? Number 6. All the lights are fading on and off and twinkling back and forth. And so there's a nice variety of the lighting that is happening with this cycle. Here's number 7. Another fast one. And the last one is number 8. And I think that just stays on steady. Oh no, look at that. It stays on and then it's a blinking. I like that too. Now there are also buttons down here for the amount of brightness. Let's see if I can get this to go the brightest. I might already have it on the brightest. And then you can dim it down. There we go. That dims down so that the lights are not as bright. And there's another button on here for the timer being on and off. I have not investigated the timer, but I'm definitely going to check that out. If you follow me and you know I have all these lights in our house on a timer, I just think timers are the best thing. You don't have to worry about turning your lights on and off. I'm going to link some timers that I use down below in the comments. Speaking of links, I'm going to link this tree. This is the 7-foot noble fir. You might get over to the King of Christmas site and see other trees that you like, but I'm going to link this one in case you want to use it. And the tree is not going to be decorated right now. I'm going to spend the next week and get this tree decorated. I'm really looking forward to that part because along with the sparse look of the tree, I'm going to go with a sparse, rustic look with some handmade ornaments on this tree. It's really going to be very simple and very pretty, and I'm really looking forward to that. Be sure to subscribe because I don't want you to miss what the final tree is going to look like. And in the next few weeks, I'll also be sharing a home tour of our home decorated for Christmas. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.